What is up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everybody that's watching this video, guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. And if you checked out the title of this video, you understand that we are going to be uncovering the dark secrets and the pithy sayings of Proverbs, right? And what I mean by that, Proverbs are metaphors. They're really messages for the reader to really dig deep and to understand the hidden message behind these, right? So when we understand that Proverbs are for us to understand, we got to get the message, we got to apply it to our life. And before I get ahead of myself, I want to start by saying we're going to uncover the whole book of Proverbs together, guys. So Proverbs chapter 1, verse 1. Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. So guys, consider these words carefully and wisely. These are all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the wealth, all the things that you need to apply to your life successfully that has been given to Solomon by God himself, right? God inspired Solomon to write these Proverbs, and it's here a library of wisdom and knowledge that's laid up for you only if you choose to open it and read it and apply it to your life. This is a sound library all for you at your fingertips if you choose to open and read these Proverbs, guys. So before we get too far into it, and you stand before this open door. So imagine right now you have this library card, you stand at this open door, and this is sound wisdom. This is all the things you ever need to know in life, all in one book, guys. And you're like, how can I get access to it? What's all right here if you're willing to listen and hearken your ears onto the words, right? So what is a Proverbs, right? A proverb is usually a short and pithy saying that is common or recognized use, right? It is usually metaphorically. It's for the reader to get the message behind it, but it's usually hidden. It's kind of hard to understand. It has to be interpreted. It has to be applied in your life. It's to kind of weed out those lazy people, the people that are not going to be diligently seeking and trying to understand this. Because let's be real, I can't speak for everybody, but I have to speak for myself. Most of the time, the things that come easy, you don't really truly appreciate or value it enough. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm speaking for myself. I remember when I first got my car, back in high school, my very first car. I worked hard for it. I worked after school. You went to school, you worked, you saved up enough money, and you bought your first car. You had a strong appreciation for it because you're like, I did a lot of work to get this. I did a lot of hard work. I researched and all these different things, and you were happy by it. Now, my parents, when I was using their car, driving back and forth, I want to say I didn't have an appreciation of it. It was still my parents' car, so I took care of it. But at the same time, not to the full extent how I did for my own personal car. I washed it, I cleaned it, I did everything. You made sure that bad boy looked good, right? So when you look at these proverbs, it's the same way. They're usually kind of hard to interpret, but you make you really research and kind of dig deep into the message behind it. You want to understand these things because you're like, okay, knowledge and wisdom and prudence and wealth, all these things are laid up for me. I am going to uncover all of this. A lot of time in life, we look for microwave results in our life, right? So we're looking for something that's quick, fast, that can fix whatever problem that we're dealing with, right? We're like, okay, we want to lose some weight. We want something quick and fast, but we don't want to dig deep and do all the hard work, the dieting, the exercise, and everything else. We got to really dig and eat little small parts of Proverbs. You should diligently read a proverb a day and really focus on understanding that message. Pray, God, give me understanding so I can understand this. God, help me apply this to my life so I can apply this to my life, because we want to redeem the time. We want to be wise. We want to be wise out here on this earth, guys. We don't want to be making foolish decisions because, like I said, the decisions you can make is either going to help your future or make your future a lot more difficult. If I choose to be foolish in my life, what's going to be coming in my future might get locked up. You might die early or whatever the case is, guys, in life. But we got to really work hard to focus on the dark sayings of these proverbs, right? The metaphors, the things that we can apply to our life. And guys, this is pretty much the end of this introduction. And like I said, in the beginning of Proverbs, we're going to be working on the second part. We're going to work on Proverbs chapter 1, verse 2, and we're going to work through this whole book together so we can get all the wisdom that we can apply to our life. I can share some wisdom with you guys as you guys share some wisdom with me, guys. And that's pretty much the end of this video. For everybody that's watching this video, thank you for tuning in.